Or, not Yami. Whoops, I forgot to switch that. Vyce versus Foxy, my bad. I did not save the document. That's why I was like looking at that confused for a second. We just saw Yami play. You can't play two games in one round. Alright, so we're in the action right now. Both are going to have pretty low stacks here to begin with and not a lot of pressure. Foxy going to start raising right now. He's going to get that 6 at the top, and he's going to be looking to do a pretty good chain here. But then again, it cuts at a 2. Now he's got to be careful. He is topped off currently and had separated stacks, but Foxy has a really good cursor speed, and he'll usually know how to deal with that most of the time. Especially on level 7, he has a little bit more lenience than what he's used to. Yeah, both are pretty well pressured off right now. Foxy a little bit ahead in the pressure game. Okay, here comes Vyce. He's going for a big chain right now with some combos mixed in. He's still topped off, though. He's got to be careful. Gets the down stack he wants. And Foxy Man was finishing off his chain right there. So Vyce in a little bit of the lead now. Oh, and just like that, I looked away for just a second, but Foxy Man's going to end up taking that. I'm going to assume he just had a little bit too much pressure for Vyce to deal with. Foxy Man he's a very consistent overall player. I don't think there's like one thing he super excels at, but he's like just overall good at everything. He has pretty good game sense, pretty good mechanical skills. So it's going to be hard to try to catch him off guard. Alright. So neither player is topped off right now. Oh, Vyce with a nice triple chain there. Gonna get that 2, 3, 4. And starting to build up a pretty good sized chain here. He's gonna elect to cut it off though. And try to get another one built here to keep Foxy pressured. Foxy looking a little bit scary there. Lost 4 health trying to make that clear. And Vyce lost quite a bit of health himself. Vyce again, separating those chains pretty well, but he's got to lower his stack quite a bit because Foxy's got a lot of pressure sent on him. Manages to do so. But Foxy's really good at integrating chains while he is defending as well. But as I say that, here comes Vyce. He's got a 6 chain himself. Vyce so far is dealing pretty well with this. I think it's mostly just like one mistake randomly when Foxy has topped him off. Foxy's got to be careful here though. He's got to get those greens. Just enough time to do so though. He was very smart and saw his one clear that he did have to make to stay alive. And that's why Foxy is as good of a player as he is. Because a lot of people will prioritize down stacking first before seeing what kind of blocks they have just for survival's sake. But Foxy knew what he had to do there. And even with the pressure that Vyce is putting, that's what's keeping Foxy alive in this matchup. So Vyce got a big chain going to be sent over now. He's got to be careful. He's got to react quickly, find a clear. Oh, very low health there. Finds a chain. And he's going to get that 6 combo to stay alive again. This is a pretty good match so far. Oh, Vyce has got to look to second tier. He doesn't have enough time, though. He's trying to make some clears at the bottom. And, yeah, Foxy is just relentless. Going to go up 2-0. It's going to be really hard to, like, try to find a hole in his play style right now. Alright, Foxy gonna try to do a big starter here. It looks like he intentionally cut that off, or maybe he made that clear a little bit too quickly. I know Foxy usually isn't the person to do too big of a chain. I know he will do if he's like behind by so much, but he usually elects to cut it off. Alright, both players still got a little bit of room to work with. It's been the common theme right now. Vyce is actually, he's been surprising me because he's kind of been in the lead most of the time, but Foxy's definitely had the best defense I've seen in the tournament so far. As you can see, he was waiting for those yellows and saw those purples were going to line up perfectly. And now this is where he does his attack. Cuts off that 6 chain, and now he has plenty of blocks to continue to clear. And Vyce had like 2 separate towers there, and just was a little bit frazzled because he's waiting for Foxy to die, but Foxy just keeps surviving. And he's just outlasting him right now in the endurance game. Foxy up 3 games now. Alright, Foxy with a pretty decent start. This is one of the bigger chains that we see him sending. Vyce gonna clear out this first garbage that's on the screen before the big one drops. He's gotta be careful though. He's gonna have a high left stack here. He's gonna be able to drop it down pretty quickly. Had enough shake to do what he wanted to do. And now he's got some time to set up even bigger chains. I expect Vyce to probably send at least a 5 here. Hit that right on the nose. Oh, foxyman now in a little bit of trouble. He had 2 separate stacks too, but that stalling game, as we saw, he did not panic. He did not try to rush his cursor and waste more time. He saw clears right in the middle, did some chains to buy him some stop time. And now he's still living because of that. Also keeping Vyce pressured at the same time. Vyce has got to be careful here. Still getting chains to keep himself alive, but he's got to be super careful right now. Yeah, I did notice that Vyce is going for a little bit of some harder tricks too. Maybe inspired by Blenzer a little bit there. Blenzer says he will live and die by the frame perfect tricks. Okay, Vyce got to be super careful there. Dropped it down, and the next set of garbage did not drop in enough time to kill him, so fortunate for Vyce, but Foxy's pretty much got him covered for a while, I want to say. Vyce has got to make a pretty good chain here. He does a pretty solid one there. Follows it up with a 6 combo for even more pressure. And he might have a good amount on Foxy here. Yeah, Foxy's going to find second tier, though. Vyce has been doing pretty well with his chains coming off of the combo blocks, though. He's definitely been like doing double chains quite a bit. Whoa, Foxy using up a lot of his blocks there. He was smart and kept those blues, though. Very reminiscent of what we saw a couple games ago. Vyce now with the opportunity to send a big chain. Might cut it off there. I think he was going for the greens, though. The 2 separate towers, he's got to be careful. Sometimes you can't just go straight for down stack, and you got to go for clears, which he did do. Despite this being 3-0 in Foxy's favor, Vyce has had a lead in a lot of the matches, and these matches have been going on for like 2 minutes per round, so Vyce has definitely been applying just as much pressure as Foxy. A little bit less this game, but Foxy's just been able to outlast him for the duration of most of the games. Okay, Vyce, gotta be careful right now. His reaction to the garbage clearing has been really, really well, too. Alright. Vyce still hanging on. I don't think he has Foxy still topped off right now. We'll see when this drops. Yeah. He's got a lot of blocks, though, if he can find an opportunity to do so. He's still on the ropes right now, though. He's going to have that high right stack. He's got to find some clears. He's got to drop these down and gets it just in time. Lost a little bit of health there, though. Luckily, with how all Puzzle League games are, all you gotta do is make a clear on the garbage or a combo, you get that health right back. Alright, this could be a good opportunity for Vyce. He's got to still survive for a while, but he's got this huge garbage block to deal with. And if he can make a big chain here or cut off his chains appropriately right now, because he's doing double chains. I don't know why I can't say that right now. Very smartly right now. So I think he might cut it off here. He might. Now he's going to go for more. And he does cut that off. I don't think he wanted to. He thought about it, and it was just that last second decision because he knew it was going to clear it anyways. But luckily it ended up working out for him pretty well. He gets a really solid chain off of that still. And he's got plenty of blocks to survive. He's got to be careful. Oh, he saw the blues over the reds there and just was a little bit too slow on making the connection. So very long match there, but still going to Foxy at the end. So Vyce has got to win 5 in a row if he wants any chance at trying to take this bi-weekly now. He definitely has the potential to do so. We've seen Foxy, his defense is really, really good. But there are times later in the match where Vyce hasn't been able to keep up and Foxy's been in the clear again. If he can keep up that pressure consistently, because Vyce has been doing pretty good on the defensive side as well, Vyce could still have a run at this. It's going to be extremely hard from this point on, though. He's got to play perfect. Okay, Foxy sent some decent pressure to him. Vyce finding the clears. Oh, just a little bit slow, both of those clears actually, on getting the chains to continue. But that can be the hard stuff on trying to react to the garbage. There's so many different things on your mind. Survivability, trying to continue your chain. What your opponent's sending to you, what you've sent to your opponent. So many different factors that come into this game that I don't think people realize. So I think maybe from the casuals perspective or the lower level perspective, it's just, hey, these people play really fast. That's why they're pretty good, but that's not always the case. Oh, Vyce losing 20 health there and almost losing the match. But yeah, it's smart play. There's so many different things you monitor, and that's how you can win. Vyce down to 4 health that time. Now Vyce playing with fire right now, and he might not have a clear there. He had the purples in the middle, but I don't think it was going to lead to anything afterward. And Foxy closes out that last match, and he's going to take it 5-0. But yeah, that was still a really close match. That score does not tell the full story of that match. So Foxy going to take it. He wins all 5 of his matches for this bi-weekly, and he is going to be your champion. So good stuff to Foxy. We will show that final bracket right now. Foxy with the 5-0. Peter with the 4-1 had a very close 9-set game with Foxy actually, and beat Zayo in the last round to knock him down at 3-2. So we had 4 people tied at 3-2, 4 at 2-3. It's kind of like a reverse record all the way down. So yeah, some good stuff. We saw some really close matches from everybody for the duration of the tournament. And this was the biggest bi-weekly we've had to date, so it's very exciting to see a lot of new faces, a lot of people from the seasonal, and a lot of people who've just been around for a while as well. So